All right, let's just jump right in. If you're studying psychology or you're already a professional, you know there's this massive tech wave hitting AI, automation, all of it. And it's not some far off sci fi thing anymore. It's here and it's reshaping what it even means to have a career in psychology. So the big question is, how do you navigate all this? How do you stay ahead of the curve? Let's get into it.
This is the question on everyone's mind, isn't it? It kind of gets right to the heart of all the nervousness, but also all the opportunity. It sounds a little dramatic for sure, but it forces us to really think about the fundamental shifts happening in the profession. And this isn't just a guess. The data is pretty clear. Up to 30% of the tasks that psychologists do today could be automated by 2030. That is a huge number. It means the ground is literally shifting under our feet as we speak. Okay, so first things first, let's talk about the automated tasks. We need to get a really clear picture of which roles are actually shifting. And look, this isn't about causing a panic. It's about being strategic, right? Seeing where the changes are happening so we can get ahead of them.
So, what kind of tasks are we really talking about? Well, as you can see, the roles with the highest automation potential are the ones that are pretty routine, the ones that follow a set of rules. For instance, AI is an absolute whiz at giving out and scoring things like psychometric tests. It can also chew through the really tedious work for data analysts in behavioral research, cleaning up massive data sets. And we're already seeing chatbots step into those basic counseling and support roles. These are the spots where machines are just faster and more accurate, which, hey, frees up the humans for the more complex stuff.
But here's the thing. While AI is great at all that standardized work, it hits a wall, a big one. And that brings us to the most important part of this whole conversation, the irreplaceable human skills. Let's look at what AI and automation just can't copy. This slide just lays it out so perfectly. On one side, you've got the machine's strengths, lightning fast data processing, seeing patterns in ways we can't. But look at the other side, the human strengths. We're talking about real, authentic empathy that builds trust, making tough ethical calls in messy situations, understanding subtle context, the things that aren't said, and having deep cultural competence. This stuff, this is our superpower. Our most human qualities are becoming our most valuable professional skills.
And hey, don't just take my word for it. Here's a number to really let that sink in. The World Economic Forum found that a whopping 75% of jobs that require complex emotional intelligence are safe from automation. So this isn't just a hunch, it's a clear, powerful trend. Your ability to connect with another human being, that is your career security.
Okay, so we've talked about what's changing and what's staying put. But now for the really exciting part, what's new? Because AI isn't just a disruptor, it's actually creating brand new career paths, ones that blend psychology with tech in really cool ways.
Just look at this new career path taking shape right before our eyes. You've got roles like an AI behavioral analyst who uses their psychology background to make sense of all the behavioral data that AI spits out, or digital mental health consultants who help design and test new therapy apps. Think about a human factor psychologist who makes sure that AI systems are actually easy for people to use and don't, drive us crazy. And then you have fields like neuroinformatics, where specialists use AI to literally decode brain signals. These aren't just pie in the sky ideas. This is the new frontier. And the demand for these roles is absolutely real. Projections are showing that job growth for these hybrid specialists is going to jump by more than 25% by 2030. So if you're looking for where the opportunity is, this is it. The world needs people who can be that bridge between human behavior and artificial intelligence. So you might be thinking, okay, that sounds great, but how do I actually prepare for that? What skills should you be building right now to make yourself essential in this new world? Let's get practical. Let's talk about your toolkit. The psychologist of the future needs this kind of hybrid toolkit. You can see it's broken down into two main areas. On one hand, you've got the technical skills. Yeah, that means getting comfortable with data analysis, maybe getting familiar with a little bit of programming in languages like Python or R, and having a basic grasp of how machine learning works. Now, you don't have to become a Silicon Valley coder, but you do need to speak the language. Then you double down on the human skills, things like critical thinking, great communication, and solid ethical reasoning. That combination is what's going to make you unstoppable.
And you know, this quote from a professional who's been through it just hits the nail on the head. It can feel super overwhelming to learn the tech side of things, but the goal isn't to think like a machine. It's to understand the machine well enough that you can use it as a powerful tool. So you can question its results and always be the human expert in the room.
And hey, if you need a more tangible reason to start learning this stuff, here it is. Let's talk money. Professionals who weave these AI skills into their work are seeing salary bumps of up to 15%. This isn't just about surviving the change, it's about thriving in it. Employers are ready to pay a premium for this powerful mix of skills. So, after looking at all this, we kind of come full circle back to our main theme. Is AI this scary adversary we need to fight against, or is it an ally we can work with? How you answer that is pretty much going to define your entire career.
This really says it all, doesn't it? The future isn't about humans versus machines. It's about humans with machines. The people who are going to succeed, the ones who are going to thrive, are the ones who learn how to partner up with this technology. They'll use it to handle the boring stuff so they can focus on the deeply human work that only they can do.
So, the final question I want to leave you with is a personal one. What's your next step? How are you going to start building that bridge between your expertise in psychology and the amazing tools of the future? Because that partnership, well, it starts right now.